Hello everyone, this is Harish. Welcome to the knowledge series on economy, finance, and banking. In this video, I'm going to talk about payment system and importance of payment system for economic development and financial stability of a country. So let's start our discussion. Payment systems are at core of economic development of a country. It facilitates economic activities through exchange of goods, services, and value amongst individuals, businesses, and governments. Payment systems helps in financial stability. It supports financial inclusions and also helps in long-term economic growth of a country. It is an endeavor of central banks to set up payment system which should be safe, secure, reliable and efficient. So let's understand first what is payment system. Payment system is a mechanism to settle financial transactions through exchange of money. As per Bank of International Settlement, payment system is a set of instructions, standards and rules to transfer funds amongst participants. It includes participants and an entity which operates this arrangement. Payment systems can be bifurcated in two parts: wholesale payment system and retail payment system. Retail payment systems refers to a payment system which manages large volume of transactions relatively low in value. For example, check payments, debit and credit card payments, internet banking payments, payments through wallets, etc. Wholesale payment system refers to a payment system which uses to settle transactions between financial institutions. These transactions are relatively of large value. These transactions generally are to be settled on a specific day, sometimes at a specific time. Examples of wholesale payment systems are payment through RTGS, SWIFT, etc. When these payments are settled through intermediaries, which we call it as CCB or clearing counterpart, these payments are settled at a specific time. For example, in India, all TREPS and CROMS transactions are settled through Clearing Corporation of India at the specific time of a day. Trust is at core and foundation for the efficiency of payment systems. Presently, all currencies represent fiat monetary mechanism. Under fiat monetary mechanism, these currencies are issued as a promise. Hence, these are issued as debt instrument. Wider acceptance and payment through such currencies extinguish payment obligations irrevocably, creates confidence and trust in the payment systems. Further, central banks are entrusted to maintain trust in the payment mechanism and make it as a public good. Whenever there are crisis situations, central banks provide liquidity in the system as well as it act as a lender of last resort. Such actions by central banks create trust in payment mechanisms. Present payment systems work under two-tier payment structure. Under two-tier payment structures, there is an involvement of central banks. On the other side, there are commercial banks and payment service providers. Central banks plays important role to maintain trust in payment mechanism. It also supplies secure mechanism to settle wholesale and retail payments. On the other hand, commercial banks and payment service provider leads with innovation to come up with the new products in payment space to serve the customers better. Over the period, there are new innovative products have been launched and offered by commercial banks, which includes internet banking, mobile banking, payments through wallet, etc. Over the past few decades, we have seen transformational change in payment mechanisms. New systems over the period have taken shape and many innovations in the payment space are in process. Whatever be the case, the role of central banks remains same over the period. Private sector leads with the innovation in the payment space to serve customers better, whereas central bank role is to promote interoperability between different payment systems. It entrusted with the task to set up standards as well as to create competitive landscape for private players. It is an important role for central banks to maintain safety and integrity of payment systems. As we discussed earlier, well-functioned payment systems promote economic growth and helps in financial inclusion. On the other hand, if there are disruptions in payment system, it can grind the economy to halt. On the other hand, integrity in payment systems brings confidence and encourage wider participation for exchange of economic activities. If integrity of a payment systems are compromised, it can lead to a confidence crisis. If timely actions are not taken, it can lead to disruptions in economic activities and financial system. We have seen such impacts in 2008 financial crisis where banks default led to confidence crisis where banks were reluctant to lend to each other. To maintain safety and integrity of payment systems, central banks has to mitigate various risks. First, systemic risk. In interconnected financial system where default by one participant may lead to default by other participants. This can lead to liquidity as well as credit crisis in financial system. Central bank has to mitigate such risk by providing liquidity in the system as well as to act as lender of last resort. Second, fraud. It is important that payment system should be secure. Central banks has to maintain safety and security of payment systems. Third, counterfeiting. To maintain trust in payment mechanism, it is important that currencies, physical as well as digital, should be protected from counterfeiting. Fourth, illicit financing and money laundering. Central banks has to ensure that financial systems and payment mechanism should not be vulnerable to illicit financing and money laundering. To protect the payment systems from such risks, central banks keep issuing KYC as well as money laundering guidelines. Fifth, cybersecurity. With the increase in digitalization, cybersecurity risk has been increased. Central banks has to manage risk of cyber attacks to maintain trust in payment systems. So here we wrap our discussion. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. We will come up with more videos on the subject. See you with the new video. Till then, bye bye.